Hey guys, so the workout I have for you today is really straightforward. It's going to be a Tabata workout, so a high intensity interval training style workout, and it's all focusing on lower body movements. So we're going to attack the low body really good today with 5 great movements, starting with jump squats, then we're going to do regular body weight squats, then we'll do some jump lunges, then we're going to do body weight reverse lunges in an alternating fashion, and then finally a jump squat to jump lunge combo. So at this point I posted a couple of other videos that focus on Tabata style training, so you can always reference those for more additional information on Tabata and the benefits of training in that fashion. But Tabata is an interval training format that's going to focus on performing each round for 4 total minutes, 8 rounds of 20-second work intervals and 10-second rest intervals. Keep in mind that during your work intervals, you want to try to push your intensity and your pace as hard as you can, and then of course you're going to do a complete rest in between each round. For today's Tabata workout, I want you to not only focus on the movements that you're doing and pushing your intensity, but I want you to also keep track of the number of reps that you manage to perform with each round of Tabata that you do. With each exercise that you do in the workout today, starting with the jump squats, if you manage to perform 10 or 12 jump squats in that first round, I want you to try to perform that many or more repetitions in the subsequent 7 rounds that you're going to do for that movement. So I'm going to quickly show you what all 5 of these movements will look like, and then you'll be ready to do today's workout. So again, for our first round of Tabata today, we have jump squats. So for a jump squat, we're going to follow a bodyweight squat movement pattern, but we're adding a jump or a plyometric movement, rebounding off of the floor at the top of each squat, just adding a little bit more hip extension and a little bit more intensity. So for a squat, we're going to stand hips width apart with the feet, make sure the weight stays in the heel, chest stays up, back stays straight as we hinge from the hips to drop down into the squat, pushing the butt back. And as we come out of the squat, we're going to jump off of the ground, rebounding off of the ball of the foot and the toes, and then land back through the ball of the foot, dropping the weight back into the heel for the next jump squat. So again, you'll perform those jump squats for 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 8 rounds or 4 minutes in total, seeing how many repetitions you can do. Next, we have our body weight squat. So you'll quickly reset your Tabata timer and then go ahead with this next movement. So for a bodyweight squat, the mechanics are going to be just the same as they were for that jump squat, but we're just taking out the jump motion at the top of the movement. So again, chest nice and tall, back straight, hinging from the hips to drop the weight down, shifting the hips and butt back slightly as you sit into the squat, like you're sitting into a chair. And of course, make sure the weight stays in the heels and the chest stays up throughout. Our next Tabata movement is jump lunges. So this is going to be a great plyometric variation of a basic lunge mechanic. So for our jump lunge, we're going to drop into the bottom of lunge position, making sure that back knee is close to the floor and the front knee is over the middle portion of the foot without exceeding the toes. From here, we're going to rebound off of the bottom of this lunge position, switch feet midair to drop the opposite foot to the front for the next lunge. Make sure in those alternating jump lunges that you keep your shoulders upright so your posture stays nice and tall, so that you're not leaning forward as you're performing those lunges. Also try to emphasize the height of your jump, not only to increase the intensity or the cardiovascular effect of the movement, but also to give you enough time to switch legs properly and bring the opposite leg forward for the next lunge. So after you finish your jump lunges in that Tabata sequence, we're going to move to alternating reverse lunges. So this is going to be a more low impact body weight movement for the lower body. So we're going to start with feet together, nice tall posture, take one leg at a time, step back, dropping the knee toward the floor, and then pushing through that back leg to return to your starting position. And then we'll wrap up today's Tabata workout with a 5th and final movement, which is going to be our most intense movement of them all, a jump squat to jump lunge combo. So this movement is going to fuse both of our squat and lunge mechanics together while also incorporating that plyometric or jump training movement to build intensity and increase cardiovascular effect while also challenging our balance and stability. So this movement is simply going to revisit the squat jump and jumping lunge mechanics that we've already practiced earlier in this workout, but fusing them together. So we'll perform 1 squat jump followed by 1 jump lunge on each leg per repetition. So that's your nice, simple, low body burner for today. It's going to get your heart rate up a lot in addition to working those legs. Remember to download a Tabata timer if you don't already have one as a great accompaniment for today's workout to track your rounds of your movements. And again, remember to keep track of the repetitions that you perform with each round of each movement, hoping to gain more repetitions as you go along with each movement. Remember to really push your intensity and challenge yourself with these tough lower body movements. So that way when it's time to sit down and relax later, you feel the effects of your workout.